Yo, what's going on, everyone? We are back with week 4 of the KCDL. Unfortunate week last week against Davion, but we're going to bounce back here against Stego. They're the only team that doesn't have a YouTube, going up. But make sure you guys go check out all the other coaches because they all have incredible content going up. No team builder for this week just because I've been super busy. A lot of tests going on, a lot of school. You know how it is. But today we have a really great battle against a really fun opponent, and it's going to be a good time. So I hope you guys enjoy watching. Let's get into the battle. What is going on, everyone? We're here against Stego, and they brought a lot of stuff I expected. I low-key expected to see the Krogunk. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit shocked not to see Krogunk in this game where Palafin absolutely destroys them. Their Terra Water Excadrill which was the most obvious Terra type of all time. I mean, it was just it was free, completely free that they were gonna bring that. I obviously could lead with my Palafin here. I feel like it's very, very obvious, but worst case scenario is they potentially go Shaman Sky and set up like Subtle Leech, which is not the worst thing that could happen. The only interesting tidbit about that is that my Corviknight does not really touch them, but they also don't really touch me, So it kind of works out no matter what. If they lead with like the Graph AI, I think I just hard swap. Maybe back out into Corviknight. Yeah, I mean, I like Corviknight in this game. It's really solid for me. Palafin just destroys them with Choice Banded Jet Punch, especially. But it's also nice to have the Choice Banded Wave Crash that should be able to OHKO the Magearna if they're not defensive, and if they are defensive, it should be easily a 2 KO. But yeah, let's get right into this game. Hopefully we don't throw it like last week. Although looking back at it, I definitely didn't throw. I just got very unlucky with the rolls. And if their Metagross didn't get 2 top rolls basically with whatever hit into Bullet Punch, then we would have won that game. They're just going to lead with the Graph AI. So, I mean, that makes sense. Graph AI. I feel like this is going to be more of like a pivot Pokemon. Maybe click Parting Shot here. I think that my Corviknight is just a free swap here. And we are Mirror Armor, so I don't think the Parting Shot works against me. I think that's how this works. They also just don't do anything. If they want to click Knock, they'll knock off my Rocky Helmet, which is totally fine. But I get my Palafin activated, which is great, as they do Parting Shot, which is fine. We Mirror Armor them. So how does this work? Do they still go back? Okay, they do. That's totally fine. I mean, I don't mind that at all. Their like best switch in here, I guess, is the Entei, which is probably what comes out here. Yeah, it is just what comes out. Sacred Fire is a just straight up OHKO on me most of the time. From Choice Banded. I mean, it's hard for me to find a switch in. Great Tusk is obviously a decent one. But if I get burned, it's really tough for me there. Also, we see no Latios in this game, which is quite interesting. It's kind of why I'm Terra Ghost on my Boulder. I mean, this puts me in a tough position already. Not like the worst. I do think I just have to go out to Great Tusk, though. Ow, I just hit my desk. I mean, we'll go hard Great Tusk. We'll see what kind of investment they have here. As they are just going to Sacred Fire. Are they Choice Banded? Does not look like it. And no burn is huge for me. That is great. I think that I kind of just want to click Rapid Spin this turn. Kind of calls the Shaman out. And this Pokemon, I mean, they don't have a good, switch in at all. I guess they could go for something like Stomping Tantrum. Let me see how much Stomping Tantrum does. I guess that does nothing to me. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Rapid Spin here. As they're Sacred Fire again. No burn, please. Nice. That's huge. That is absolutely massive. So we're +1. Should be faster than their entire team. And Headlong Rush is so free. I do think that I'll go for it. If they give me this Pokemon, then I'm in a good spot. If they swap, they might just be sacking. They could have Scarf Shaman Sky in the back, which would be the only thing that outspeeds me besides their Sand Rush Excadrill. Which I'm a little bit surprised that they bring the T-Tar plus... Oh, but they just give me the Entei. That's great. That is great. Now Corviknight just goes to town. I mean, really, they don't do nothing. Oh, but that's fine. What do they go out to now? I mean, it could be the Excadrill. No, they go back out into the Graph AI, which is fine. Part of me really just wants to click Ice Spinner on them going into the Shaman Sky here. I'm gonna do it. It's a bold play, but obviously the parting shot was coming out here. I wonder if we one-shot Shaman Sky. It's a roll. It's definitely a roll. But that plus Rapid Spin should easily be able to knock him out. Chunk City. Okay, they bring out the T-Tar. That's fine. Tyranitar. We get to see how much damage this wants to do. Barely anything. Does what? Under 10%. That's very physically defensive. That is very physically defensive. Yeah, I think they're max Fizz Def, which means Headlong Rush does a decent chunk. If I was close combat, would it just knock them out? It would. Man. I am definitely regretting not being CC here. I think I'm just gonna Headlong Rush for damage. Just to, like, break a hole in their team. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get them down to 50%. Very unfortunate that I don't have the CC that would have just knocked them out. Unless they're Choppel, which I could definitely see. They knock me off. I live that. No more boots for me is totally fine. I mean, this is great for me. Now, I think this Headlong Rush should be able to knock him out. Yes, we do. Perfect. The T-Tar is down. We don't have to worry about Drill as much. I mean, it's obviously coming out here. And it's a huge threat to me. I'm not going to lie. In the sand, I mean, it gets up to like 600 speed. They just bring out the Graph AI. I think that's fine. Honestly, what I want to do is I kind of want to go hard Corviknight now. Because it's the thing that doesn't let Excadrill set up for free. Obviously, I do have my Weezing in the back. That puts me in a decent spot. I think this should be fine. We're going to take the parting shot. I'm not going to do anything to my attacks. And Entei's gone. They have Drill, they have Shaman, Graph AI, and Magearna. Magearna is a big threat. Magearna, not gonna lie, is a huge threat. Which does come out here. Yeah, this Pokemon is a menace. I'm just gonna click U-turn. Just straight up U-turn out. No thoughts about it. We are faster, so they're no speed. Looks like they're just very defensive. And I mean, it's a tough spot to be in, for sure. I think we're just gonna go hard out to Palafin. And I'm just gonna click Banded Wave Crashes. I mean, I can also flip turn. They are Trick Room. That's very interesting. Trick Room, huh? Floor Cannon does not ever knock me out. I kind of just want to flip here. I really do, but if I Wave Crash into Jet Punch would be able to knock them out. Obviously, after I swap. I think just flip is a little bit better here, though. It's their T-Bolts. We should live that. Yes, we do. No Para. We're just going to get a nice banded flip turn off. Do a good chunk of damage. Yeah, that Thunderbolt did a good chunk. I think they're max Modest. And they're probably just max HP, max Spatak. I mean, we can go out to Corviknight, get a slow U-turn off versus them. I also could just go Weezing here, which I think is fine. Do the T-Spikes help me? No, not at all. I think we go Corvi. We're just wasting their turns. I could click Roost here even. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of clicking Roost. But if they are like Calm Mind, it puts me in a little bit of a pickle. Maybe Body Press is a little bit better, but I will U-turn. Okay. That's not what I expected. So they have Speed Investment, but they're Trick Room. I mean, we just go Wheezing here. I can red card them out. I can use my red card here on the T-Bolt. Flash Cannon comes out. All right. Wish I would have brought Body Pressed, but that's fine. We're going to get them to swap out, and this actually gives me a favorable matchup versus everything. The Shaman comes out, which is great. I love seeing Shaman come out here. I just get to freely click Will-O-Wisp here. Trick Room is still up, so I'm faster. I'm just going to click Wisp. I mean, they don't have a switch into it. If they want to go Drill here hard, I could see that. No, they're going to go back out to Graph AI, which also makes sense. I'm just going to send off the Wisp. We do connect, which is great for me. I love this. And the sand is almost gone. It should be just about gone. There we go. As I'm saying. And my Wheezing can kind of just sit here. The Graph AI can't do anything. Even if they were like more offensive, they don't do very much, I don't think. Sludge Bomb doesn't do the most amount of damage to them as well, but it's a good chip. And once Palafin comes in, it really cleans up. Obviously, they have Terra Water Drill, but still not bad. I don't know exactly what's the right click here. There are a lot of options. What do we do? I could sack off my Tusk here as well. I just don't want to lose to them going Drill. Let's Sludge Bomb. Like, I don't want to lose to them going Drill and then clicking Sub in my face. They're just going to Foul Play. That's fine. They do 0. The Twisted Dimensions return. Part of me on this turn wants to double Wisp. They're not doing enough to me to punish it anyway, so I'm going to go for it. They do Parting Shot, so this is great. If they go out to the Drill, then I think we just got them. Like, we totally just get them if it's Drill. And if it's Magearna, then we're chipping that thing down, which is huge. This is something we haven't seen. Come on, please land, please land, please land. No! Oh, man, we totally got him, too. We totally got him on that one. It is what it is. I'm going Corvi here. Ah, that's so sad. I assume this thing is going to be Substitute. That's why I'm switching. No, they're just going to click Iron Head. I mean, they're going to take some Helmet. That's fine by me. And then this turn, I think I will click U-turn. I can also Body Press. It's very free to Body Press. I think U-turn's just a little bit better. As they withdraw, yeah, we're going to get some, we're going to get our momentum. Bambi comes out. And this puts me in a position where I could probably go Flutter Mane. I guess I don't know if they're Choice Scarfed. Shaman, Sky, Choice Scarf. I don't think they ever knock me out. We also might not knock them out is the issue. I guess I could go Boulder. We can go Iron Boulder and Terra. I actually like that play quite a lot. We're going to go out to Boulder here. I'm going to Terra Ghost, and we're just going to click Mighty Cleave. And we probably just claim a kill. If they want to swap out to Magearna, that's okay. Because Earthquake might be able to knock them out afterwards. No, they're going to go Excadrill, which is fine by me. I mean, I'm faster than this Pokemon unless they're Choice Scarf. But I don't think so. We didn't see the Mold Breaker. And Terra Blast does just too much to them, I think. I mean, we're going to Mighty Cleave here, get a little bit of chip. Honestly, there's no reason I shouldn't just go hard Corviknight here. If they double out, then it's a good play on their part. But this Iron Boulder is just too much. The offensive pressure that I'm putting up is a lot. But it, you know, still is possible for them to win this game. They have both of their Ubers and their Terra Captain still around. You know, it seems probably pretty bleak. They do not double, by the way, which is great. Never mind, they're slower. Obviously, they might have doubled. They do. Very good play on their part. As they're going to send out Bambi. Okay, this is where it gets scary. I really wanted to call that out, but I couldn't. The sub is what hurts here. I'm just going to U-turn. They're Air Slash and they miss. I mean, it's a chance to flinch, but it's doing nothing to me. It's doing just nothing. And based on that, it could totally still be Scarf. I think we go Flutter Mane at this point. Burn our booster. I think Flutter Mane should be okay here. They should be in range of Moonblast. It's a 60 to 70% roll against no HP. And they're at under 60. I mean, we just Moonblast every time. We Moonblast every time. I have Energy Ball, which is great into Drill. Obviously isn't super effective. Okay, they're gonna take the Moonblast. They just go down perfect. That's awesome. I mean, Excadrill, I can just Shadow Ball that thing. It might just die. This Pokemon comes out, which is okay. I can see Parting Shot coming through, most likely. I kind of do like clicking Shadow Ball, not gonna lie. But also, if I go Corviknight, I don't really give them an option of anything to do. I'm just gonna go Corviknight. I don't care about my booster anymore. I'm faster than their entire team. There's no way that Drill is Scarfed. Although they're playing it like it is, but they're Sand Rush. As they switcheroo me. Okay. I respect it. We're gonna get a Lagging Tail. That's fine. That's actually totally fine. I don't mind that one bit. Getting the slow U-turns off. It's gonna be pretty nice. We just body press this turn every time. As they're just gonna switcheroo back. They're gonna switcheroo right back. I mean, they want to drop it on one of my other Pokemon. I respect it. I totally do. But I think we're in a good spot here. Yeah, we just do too much. They have no switch in at all. We just click body press one more time and we pick up a KO with Corvi. They're gonna Encore me. I don't mind that. I honestly don't. We break subs on everything. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not Magearna, but that's still fine. Excadrill, even with a Terra, we should break sub. Maybe not if they're max HP. It's a roll in my favor still. Magearna in the Trick Room. I mean, we don't do that much if they're like super defensive, which is what is scary. But every little bit of chip really helps me out here. So I'm going to body press. They're going to set up their Trick Room, which is fine. They're at just below 50% now. And if I get a couple more hits off on them, then I will be knocking them out with Jet Punch. They're going to T-Bolt there, which is fine. That's a lot of damage. We end the Encore. So I can actually click Roost and stall it out if I wanted to. Or U-turn. I think U-turn is a fine choice. If I want to preserve a 6-0, I can Roost and eventually U-turn out into my Iron Boulder, who should be able to clean. Let me go for Roost here. I mean, they're not going to be doing nearly as much after the Roost because I lose my flying typing. Yeah, they don't do very much. I'm not so sure if they knock me out here or not. I think body press is the better play, no matter what. Bringing them down into the red. They're definitely in jet punch range. We live on 70. And this is the last turn of Trick Room. So we click U-turn this turn. We get our slow switch out into Iron Boulder. Who is Terra'd? I never died a floor cannon. If they would want to go for that. And Earthquake should be able to knock this thing out. Even Terra Blast definitely should. They're just gonna T-Bolt. We don't get paralyzed, which was the only real out for them. We just click Earthquake this turn, pick up a KO. Perfect. Excadrill, if that thing comes in, we do 50 to 60% with Terra Blast. I think we just spam Terra Blast versus them. I also don't think they knock me out in one shot. We definitely don't get the KO with this hit, but there's nothing they can do to beat me at this point. They're gonna Terra into water, so Mighty Cleave would have done a little bit more damage. No big deal. If they can't even rapid spin against me to try to get me in range of an Earthquake. They can just go for crits. They're not Choice Scarfed, which I didn't really expect them to be, but they played it like they were a little bit. They're going to get the Sword Stance up. We're just going to be able to outspeed them and sweep with Iron Boulder in this game. Pick up a awesome 6-0 after a loss last week. Just a great played game in general. They made some good plays, you know, with a double on my obvious Corviknight swap earlier in the game. They definitely played well. But yeah, we just, you know, I had to come back with a vengeance after last week. Pretty mad at myself for what happened. So, you know, getting the 6-0 feels really nice here. I really love my team. I think it's really strong. It has really good just like flowcharts into a lot of these games. They also didn't bring all of the scary stuff like the super setup, like Shift Gear, Calm Mind, Magearna is what I was really worried about. Maybe the Urshifu, maybe, you know, potentially setting up sticky webs could have been scary for me in that late game with that super duper scary Excadrill. But I think we were fine no matter what with Corvi in the back since they sacked their Entei. It was a great game. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.